So let me tell you about the Flux 135 Best Mig welding machine. Now, I am in no way, shape, and form a professional welder. I never welded in my life. I know the theory. I always wanted one. So I was sent this to check out for you from a total new person, amateur point of view, and how easy it was to set up and to make my first weld ever. And it happened to come at a good time where I had a pipe bust and I had to replace a pipe, and I needed a snake. So I had a plumbing snake with the line that was kinked. And if you know anything about that, you cannot unkink a snake, plumbing snake line. So I was in a pinch, and this saved me because I was able to cut the line of the snake, reattach with a weld that held, so I could snake 20 feet of pipe, and it held. And I was able to make the emergency repair, and that's just one example of all the uses of having these around the home. Whether you're experienced or not in welding, you can make the fix, and that's probably going to be a permanent fix that I made. Saved money and got me out of a jam. So right off the bat, I highly recommend one of these, and this one really came in handy. Easy to set up, came with everything. You just got to make sure you plug in the right lines into the place. I'll show a little segment of how I loaded the wire. It has a little door here. You open it up. Comes with a coil of wire. You load it. You got a couple of things here. I'll show in the video. Okay, so we're gonna open up the welder. It has a nice little latch on the door here. So it's on the side. So I put the machine on its side. So we have our provided roll of wire. So this is 0.8 millimeter is the size. First thing we're going to do is loosen up the tensioner here. This flips out. You lift up this arm here, the tensioner arm, I guess. Over here is the wire guide. A little quarter turn, and it removes this shield. And the wire guide has two settings. So you can see here, it's marked for 8.0. On the other side is 1.0. So we're going to have the 8.0 because we're using the 8.0 wire on the top. We're going to get that in. It's a square little setting, and we could half a turn, lock that in, and replace. Next thing we're going to do is go to the wire, the spool holder. Half a turn here. The spring is attached. And then we're going to lift up this cover. And we're going to set that aside. And now we have the spike or spindle here. So the provided wire has this protective covering we're going to take off. And we're going to be careful not to let the wire come undone because it can unravel and be a mess. So the flow, there's not too much signage, but you want the flow to go counterclockwise. So here we have this, so counterclockwise, it would spin like this to release wire this way. So it would be placed down there like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release this wire and hold tension. I'm gonna hold tension on this wire. I don't want it to unravel. And put it in, holding tension on the wire. Now we're going to run the wire through here. You can see it comes out through there. right through the hole. So you should run about a foot. Okay, so we're gonna put our cap on. Now we're gonna put this ball on. We're gonna make sure the wire is in the guide here. And it is. Put our tensioner. We're gonna tighten the tensioner a little bit. And that was a little sloppy, but I'm a first time DIY guy doing this. So if I didn't explode, you probably have an easier time than me. So this is all set. And let's close it up. And super easy to set up. You just plug it in, regular household plug. Got the power button back here, super easy. And there you go, it's going through its cycle. It's going through its cycle, so it'll cycle through. So this is the setting I made that emergency weld on, 30 through 33 amps. And the power setting, you go all the way up. Nice bright display. Very powerful machine because I was able to make that fix at 33. And you cycle with the mode button here to the different modes: Flux, TIG, MMA, and Flux 08. Flux 08, it gets the size of the wire, but I'm telling you, I am not a professional, so consult the manual very carefully before using one of these. And let me shut this down. And there it goes. It's shut down. Super powerful. Must have around the house. This is your ground. And this is where your wire comes out. It comes with all the accessories. Nice flexible covered wire here. Looks like it's gonna last a long time. What does it come with? It comes with gloves for safety, for welding. Maybe not the best gloves. You'll probably want to upgrade, but they got the job done in my repair. It comes with auto darkening welding goggles. Now, it comes with protective mask where you can put the goggles in here, and it has the thing to put on like glasses. It comes with extra lens. Now this I did not use. I opted to get a decent upgraded helmet because it was my first time, and I do not want to tinker with this. This is not the top quality, but if you need to get a job done, this will help you get it done. Also comes with this attachment for stick welding. You hold the stick there with the clamp, plug this in the power, and that's just a different type of welding, which I'm not going to get into because I am not qualified to explain that to you. Watch a couple of YouTube videos on how to do it like I did. But it has that capability, which is awesome. Comes with some extra lenses for the mask. Now, the instruction book is not the greatest, but it'll get the job done, you know. Take your time with it, practice. I always wanted one. I always wanted to learn how to weld, and Now you can for entry-level price, and it really works. So as long as you respect it and take all the safety precautions, you could be welding, fixing those odd things around the house, on the car, even modifying some stuff to make it work better for you. It's got the gun here with a nice trigger. You got a hook here for convenience. You know, it saved me. It got the job done. So it does exactly what it says it does for a great entry-level price. You can't go wrong having these around the house. Even if you just use it a few times, you're going to get your money's worth, because sometimes you just need a weld, and hiring a welder or taking it to a welder is just inconvenient, and the satisfaction you get of doing the job yourself is you can't beat that. So highly recommend this. Great machine, gets the job done.